looking at the Falcons' Nest in Benton, Indiana, where tonight the Indiana Girls High School Tournament hits the semifinal round of the sectionals with the Northwood Panthers battling the third-ranked Fairfield Falcons on the 46th game of the week. And how you doing, everybody? Between the Hall of Famers, Bob Nagel and Bo Hunt, it's Chuck Freebie, and it's great to have you with us for what promises to be an exciting Friday night of high school basketball. Northwood is a perennial power, and they went 16-8 this year, Bob, but they did it with a very young team, only one senior in the lineup. We saw them play on Tuesday night, though, against West Noble, and they did not look like a young team that
night. Their backcourt looked really good. You know, Neely Trenshaw hit 3 3-pointers in the first half of the game, really helped them get it going offensively. They've got outstanding teammate in the backcourt in Bergman, who did a nice job. And they've got size. They've got Ruley, and they've got Payne, and they've got Feenstra. They're all over 6 foot or better, and that gives them some size. They are young, but they're pretty big.
If they play defense as well as we did just then, they'll be just fine. Meanwhile, the Fairfield Falcons come in with a record of 20-2, ranked number 3 in the state of Indiana. We saw Brody Garber's team play 2 weeks ago. They admit it wasn't their best game, but with 6 seniors on the squad, this is a tourney-tested group.
And when you look at those names of the seniors on the team, and you think about Lockwood, you think about Kinty, you think about Bontrager, you think about Schwartz and Zook, and you got 5 players you can count on, plus Leslie off the bench is a terrific player. So the thing they all have in common to me, Chuck, is they're all basketball players. They know how to play the game, and they're well coached.
Bo Hunt patrolling the sidelines for us tonight. Bo, we already saw one upset here tonight with Wawasee knocking off number 6 Tippecanoe Valley. Now, during the regular season, Fairfield handled Northwood by 13, but does that mean anything since it happened 7 weeks ago?
Well, we were in here 2 weeks ago and saw Fairfield boys upset Westview after they'd already gotten beat by Westview pretty handily. So it doesn't mean anything. That was way down the road. You got to come in here. This is sectional. This is sectional semifinals. Anybody's going to come up here playing their best ball at the end of the season. They're ready to go. They're pumped up. The fans are going to be getting into it. So you got to come out here and you got to play your game. If you're not playing your game, you're just going to think out here you're going to coast through it, you're going to go home a loser tonight.
You watched that Westview Fairfield game 3 weeks ago. You know how big the crowd was here? Well, it's that big again here tonight. And that's why it's a juiced-up arena for Northwood and Fairfield. And the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win are next on the 46th game of the week. This edition of the TV46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is brought to you by the Jordan Auto Group. Simple, easy, and stress-free. Welcome, everybody, to the Falcons' Nest in Benton as we get ready for the R. Yoder Construction pregame show. And we look at our Jordan Automotive Keys to Win. We'll start with the Northwood Panthers, 16-8 on the year. The lone senior on the roster is Savannah Feenstra, 6'1" and a forward. She's headed to Bethel College next year. She's the leading scorer on the team with almost 11 points and 7 rebounds per game. She'll look for some help on the front line from 6-foot sophomore Maddie Payne. Payne has become a very formidable weapon for the Panthers this year. She averages 9.5 points and 6 rebounds a contest. The keys to win for Adam Yoder and Northwood.
First of all, Chuck, they got to take care of the basketball. Turnover is big in a game like this. They have to clean the glass when they can, keep them to 1 and done. And they've got to get inside the zone. They're going to see a lot of it tonight. And for Adam Yoder and his team, they got to be aggressive getting the ball inside. Yoder, in his 4th season, 65-36 as the head coach.
Oh, very excited to be here. The girls played really well Tuesday night, earned their way into this atmosphere, and already it's packed and it's going to be fun. You know, they're the number 3 team in the state for a reason. They're really, really good, and we're going to have to play a great ball game.
Balance is the key for this Fairfield team, but certainly the backcourt stands out. The 5'6" senior Erica Zook leads the way when it comes to scoring this year, averaging 12 points a game, and has proven to be a very good three-point shooter. But when they really need a three, well, they can turn to Felicity Bontrager as well. 5'8" senior, she averages over 9 points a game as well as 4 rebounds and has had 9 games in double figures this season. The keys to win for Brody Garber and the Falcons.
They got to remain balanced, Chuck, and they've done that so well. But again, you don't want somebody saying, I got to take it over. Stay balanced. That's what you do best. they got to switch it up, especially on defense. They got to give this young team from Northwood some different looks and see if they can't maybe get them to make a mistake. And of course, in a game at this level, you know, you're in a semifinal of a sectional. You got to make your free throws. That could be really big. Brody Garber is in his 6th season at
and all 6 of them played last year as juniors, went through this season. I think sometimes I try and take it for granted, but hopefully they'll be looking to step up tonight.
So Northwood and Fairfield ready to see who can punch their ticket to the sectional final. This has been the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win on the R. Yoder Construction pregame show. The tip-off comes your way next on 46.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Indiana Criminal Justice, IU South Bend, TCU, Jordan Automotive Group, Bethel College Admissions, Electrical Workers Local 153, Crown Trophy, JV Macri Orthodontics, Bill's Heating, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Ruoff Home Mortgage, and the IHSAA.
This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is brought to you by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute, who say, whoa, don't text and drive. They're getting ready for the starting lineups here in Benton. Here's Bob Nagel.
And as we look at our starting lineups, first of all, for the Northwood Panthers, starting lineup brought to you by Newcomer and Sons Jewelers. The Newcomer and Sons Jewelers. Hey, Valentine's Day's coming up. Be ready for that. And as you look at that starting lineup, Neely Trenshaw will be at the point guard. Kenzie Bergman alongside. And it's important for both those players to stay out of foul trouble. Then look at the size. Savannah Feenstra at 6'1", Maddie Payne at 6 foot, Kate Bruley at 6 foot. They've got some youth, they've got some size, and it's an exciting team to watch. Now for the Fairfield Falcons, their lineup is brought to you by RPM Supply. Erica Zook handles the point for Fairfield, 5'6" senior. And listen to all these seniors. Drea Lockwood, a 5'1" senior. Jeannie Quartz, 5'6" senior. Felicity Bontrager, 5'8" senior. And Jordan Kinte, 6 foot senior. And don't forget out the bench, Kate Lashley is a 5'10" senior. She might as well be another starter. She's going to play a lot of minutes tonight. And that's a look at the Fairfield Lady Falcons. Their head coach, Brody Garber. And of course, the head coach for the Northwood Panthers is Adam Yoder. And there's a look at those two gentlemen who've devoted a lot of time, effort to these two teams. A lot of success between these two teams this year. And check a little more for Fairfield as they come into tonight's game with a record this season of 20-2. Northwood 16-8, but again with a young team, it took a little while to get everything going in the right direction.
Over the years, Northwood has dominated that series. A lot of this was when Steve Neff was the head coach at Northwood. They first met back in 1978, so 40 years ago. Northwood leads the all-time series 20-4. But as we mentioned in the open, during the regular season, the victory belonged to Fairfield as the Falcons took it 47-34 back on December 19th. Good officiating crew here tonight. Standing right in front of the scorer's table tonight, you'll see our three-man crew as Jerry Fitzpatrick is there, along with Dan Meyer, and they're joined by Steve Howell. There's Jerry. He was at the You Can Lend a Hand luncheon yesterday, which donates so much money to the parochial schools in our area.
Well, we're about ready to go. These two teams 32 minutes away from either moving on or folding up the uniforms. Our opening tip brought to you by
Millersburg Animal Clinic.
The Millersburg Animal Clinic. And we're ready to go with the opening tip. Here to call tonight's action, the sectional semifinals from Fairfield, my partner, Chuck Freebie.
Northwood in the white, Fairfield in the blue. Steve Howell tosses it up, and the Falcons win the opening tip. As Bob mentioned, 20-2 on the year. They haven't had a losing season since 2005. They nearly throw it away there, but blocked is Drea Lockwood, and Northwood gets possession of the basketball. Panthers 16-8 on the season. They beat West Noble on Tuesday night 56-36 and have a win over Norwell in their quiver as well. In fact, they didn't lose to a team that didn't have 14 wins on the year. Nearly throwing the ball away that time, but It'll be Northwood's ball underneath its offensive basket.
Both teams going to pass the ball around, get everybody a touch here early on.
They go outside for three, but the three-pointer not hit by Kenzie Bergman. The rebound put up and in by Savannah Feenstra. So she gets the first basket of the game, and Northwood has a 2-0 lead.
Always nice when your senior has a good leadership opportunity.
Felicity Bontrager on the drive, back out to Erica Zook. 1-3-1 zone incorporated here by Northwood. A new wrinkle put in by Adam Yoder for tonight's game. Good perimeter passing by the Falcons. Zook thought about the three. Instead gives it to Drea Lockwood. Good patience here. Janine Schwartz for three. It's off the iron, no good. The rebound knocked out of bounds off Northwood. It'll be Fairfield ball.
Papa's Burgers and More in New Paris is open Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, tenderloins, fish and chicken sandwiches, plus fries, onion rings, mushrooms, and mozzarella sticks to accompany them. They also have 16 flavors of ice cream. That's Papa's Burgers and More. Big thank you to Bob and June Fowler at Papa's Burgers and More. Fed our production crew again tonight. What a wonderful job. Our guys really look forward to getting down there.
Clearly, I misinterpreted Jerry Fitzpatrick's call. It's Northwood's basketball with a 2-0 lead. That's Neely Trenshaw on the outside, 5'6" junior, who popped in 3 3-pointers in the first quarter the other night. So Fairfield extending the defense a little bit on her.
Yeah, I think they read the message there.
Feenstra gets a nice screen and kicks it outside to Bergman. You'll meet Bergman at halftime, one of our TCU Student Athletes of the Week. Ball pops loose. Lockwood able to get it. Held ball goes to Northwood.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is a world-class metal finishing company specializing in plating, coating, testing, and consulting services. 58 years as the knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Reach us on the website at info@iftworldwide.com.
You saw the replay sponsored by Bethel College Admissions. Kate Ruley gives it over to Bergman and Feenstra. Everybody getting a touch here for Northwood. Payne trying to post up the inside, but Trenshaw can't get her the ball. Feenstra with the left hand. Northwood using a very deliberate attack early on, up 2-0. The winner faces Wawasee in the championship game tomorrow night here at 7 o'clock. Bergman's three is off the iron. Ruley couldn't hold on to the rebound, but it's knocked away by Fairfield.
Bergman has had a chance to take a couple of shots here in the early going. She hasn't made one, but you get the idea that maybe because of the defense that they're putting out on Neely Trenshaw, she's a little bit more open.
Bergman again, working against that 2-3 zone of Fairfield.
Spot you're always looking for is just around the free throw line, maybe just a little inside of there if you can get that ball. That high post, kind of a Princeton look.
Feenstra flashed to the high post a moment ago, but couldn't get the ball. She's there now. Now Feenstra down the lane, but lost the handle. And a foul called against Northwood. It'll be Fairfield ball.
Millersburg Animal Clinic is a full-service veterinary provider offering a full range of services. Dr. Paul Webb and his staff take care of pets from the entire Fairfield area and surrounding communities and would love the opportunity to be your pet's doctor. Call Millersburg Animal Clinic for your pet's next appointment. The number is 642-4777.
Blocking foul on Northwood. The last foul was on Kate Ruley, and she may be guilty of this one as well. No, it's Payne who gets this one, as you'll see on the Bethel College Admissions replay. A little slow getting over to try to cut off the baseline. Back to live action. Jordan Kinney banks in the inbounds pass for two, and we're tied at 2.
A couple of turnovers have prevented Fairfield from getting more than one shot so far in the first half.
Fairfield really extending that 2-3 zone, making it difficult for Northwood to set up its offense where it wants to. Bergman for three, off the front iron, and the rebound comes to Erica Zook. Fairfield wants to pick up the tempo of this one a little bit. Lockwood fires the three. The iron unkind, and the rebound to Feenstra.
The Miller Senior Living Communities of both Wakarusa and Napanee take great pride in being part of the Wanee community.
turnover on Northwood.
With assisted living, nursing care, home care, and rehab services, they're committed to excellence for America's greatest generation. That is our seniors. Plan a visit to experience firsthand the many amenities at Miller's Senior Living Community.
The Northwood timeout sponsored by Persing Tire and Lube, tied at 2 midway through the first on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by IU South Bend, fulfilling the promise.
And as you take a look at that Fairfield bench, I want to remind you that in downtown New Paris, BrightNet offers you everything you'll need to navigate the internet. Whether you need a high-speed connection, a new computer, or service on your existing equipment, BrightNet can fix your computer or speed up your browsing. BrightNet in downtown New Paris.
First quarter tonight brought to us by Stutzman Dentistry, tied at 2, Fairfield with the ball. And Northwood continuing to change up defenses to try to confuse Fairfield. Lockwood inside, but when she turns around, sees those big bodies, kicks it out to Bontrager for 2. Felicity Bontrager, the 5'8 senior who was an all-state volleyball player, puts Fairfield in front for the first time tonight. Maddie Payne tried to go baseline, stepped out of bounds.
New Paris Auto Service is a family-owned business delivering honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services to the people of New Paris and the surrounding areas. They employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on foreign and domestic vehicles. Stop by and visit their clean and professional shop in New Paris Auto Service.
Bergman had the steal, and then what a play by Drea Lockwood to knock it out of bounds off Bergman and get the ball back for Fairfield. You get another look on the Bethel College admissions replay.
Wow.
Took it right off her knee and out of bounds.
Heads up play and good hustle. Another one.
Bergman just a little too slow that time and gets whistled for the foul. Oh no, they call it on Fairfield and they give it to Janine Schwartz.
I thought it was a pretty good call. It looked to me that the hustle by Bergman got her in position, and then the contact came after that.
Brody Garber begs to differ with you.
Yeah, he'd like to talk to me.
Meanwhile, while all that was going on, Carly Fielstra, number 15, checks into the game for Northwood. She's playing with a bit of a tender ankle, so we'll see how many minutes Adam Yoder gives her tonight. She got quite a few on Tuesday against West Noble. Fielstra couldn't get the bucket of the bump, but she'll go to the line for 2.
A lot of contact out here tonight. This is going to be a real test to see who's still alive. Schwartz gets her second foul.
And Savannah Feenstra, 68% free throw shooter, will go to the line, taking free throws sponsored by Wakarusa Ag. And Barry's the first. And Fairfield will go to the bench to get Schwartz out, and Jillian Litweiler, the 5'9 freshman, will check in.
Double R Grocery in Millersburg carries a full line of groceries. They have fresh meats and cheeses, bulk food, dairy, and snacks for school lunches. When you stop on Saturday morning, they serve coffee and rolls starting at 6 a.m. Double R Grocery on State Road 13, just north of town.
Feenstra, playing in her 101st game for Northwood in her career, ties the game at 4 with a pair of free throws. She's headed to Bethel College to play for the Lady Pilots next year.
Got all the points so far.
They've got a big doubleheader with Grace College tomorrow. Litweiler, the freshman, a little sloppy with the pass. It gets kicked around. Feenstra thought she would be called for a kick. It didn't happen. Northwood has the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds by Jordan Kinsey of Fairfield.
Lori Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates is part of the hometown team supporting your hometown Northwood Panthers. Lori has been helping the Waunee community for over 30 years, working in Panther Nation. Let Lori Sumter help find your new home.
Northwood sends it around the horn. Trenshaw back to Bergman. Neely Trenshaw for 3, not tonight, and the rebound comes to Litweiler. I mentioned Trenshaw hit 3 of those the other night in the first quarter. She had only hit 3 three-pointers all year in the regular season.
It's important for her to keep shooting it, though, because that keeps the defense honest. They had to come out on her.
Litweiler in the lane, couldn't get it to go, and a big rebound by Feenstra.
A lot of good high-percentage shots. They just can't get them to go.
4-4 tie with 90 seconds to go first quarter. Feenstra outside to Bergman for three. Kenzie Bergman finally gets it to go. The three-pointer sponsored by Lori Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates. The 45th three-pointer of the year for the 5'9" junior.
Missed her first three. You got to keep on shooting. Good shooters have no conscience, do they?
42% three-point shooter on the year. She qualifies.
She certainly does. Folks, Assurance Property Management and Realty is a full-service real estate office representing buyers, sellers, and investment property owners. Their goal is to give clients the ultimate experience by providing pleasant, professional, and honest service. Call Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management and Realty, 574-320-3300.
Fielster's three is off the back of the rim, and Zook gets the rebound, but good transition defense by Northwood. Litweiler handles it up top and penetrates the zone and is fouled on the way up. So Jillian Litweiler, a 58% foul shooter at the year, goes to the line for free throws sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
Eastlake 24 of Napanee is a full-service fitness club with 24/7 access. They never close. Just $29 to enroll, $29 per month with unlimited access to all 8 Eastlake locations. Check it out for yourself between Ace Hardware and Martin Supermarket, Eastlake 24 of Napanee.
Litweiler scoring 3 points a game. Good ball handler and a softball player as well. Couldn't get either one to go, but a big rebound by Lashley. She'll try again and draw the foul with 21 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, she is tough inside. We saw that the other night in the first round game.
So Katie Lashley, a 70% foul shooter, as you see the Bethel College admissions replay, goes to the line for free throws sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
Chuck, one note here for you. The Northwood Panthers have only taken one shot. There wasn't a three, and they are 1 out of 6 from three-point range. Obviously, the game plan has been to shoot the outside shot. I think they may be trying to soften up the inside for later on.
Lashley, a pretty good golfer as well, finally gets one to go. And it's a 2-point Northwood lead. Can they hold for the last shot? See the clock in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen as Trenshaw directs traffic and loses it out of bounds.
RPM Supply is a residential and commercial building supply company located in New Paris, Indiana. They carry Anderson and Sunrise windows, CertainTeed and Heartland vinyl siding, exterior doors, decking, and much more. RPM Supply located in New Paris and serving all of northern Indiana.
Final 4.6 of the first. Zook wants to line up the shot. Can she get it off? And she drew the foul. No foul called. And the quarter comes to an end. Fairfield bench in disbelief, but they say that Zook leaned into the defender. So we've played 8 minutes, and the Northwood Panthers trying to knock off the number 3 team of the state. And they got a 7-5 lead on Fairfield after 1 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by Bethel College Admissions, equipping for lifelong service. Second quarter tonight brought to us by Stutzman Dentistry as you take a look at that Northwood bench where Adam Yoder in control in his 4th season, a Bremen grad. So's our Bills Heating sideline report guy. Bo Hunt, what did you think of quarter number 1?
Well, I think the pace of play definitely was in Northwood's favor as they want to keep a low-scoring game. And I like what Adam did with changing the defenses. The first game, they played almost the whole game man-to-man. This game, they've already switched it up to 3 different defenses in that first quarter. Guys?
Good observation, Bo, because I thought it'd be Fairfield changing defenses against the younger teams from Northwood.
But Katie Lashley has come off the bench and did the same thing we saw her do against Westview. Start to dominate on the inside, and she's tied this game at 7.
No fear in that young lady. She gets in there, and there's some trees out there for Northwood.
Bergman around the screen by Rulli. Now Feenstra outside. And Feenstra has it stripped by Zook and then fouls Zook. Savannah Feenstra is the lone senior on this Northwood team, asked to do a lot, and sometimes she maybe tries to do a little too much with the dribble.
Folks, how clear is your vision? Napanee Family Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Napanee community since 1999, and they want to help you achieve and maintain clear vision for years to come. Give yourself the gift of clear vision at Napanee Family Eye Care. Learn more on the website at nfe2020.com.
Zook outside for Fairfield as the Falcons try to regain the lead for the first time since 4-2. Litweiler penetrates and finds Zook outside for 3. A little too strong, but Litweiler picks up the loose change and puts it in. Jillian Litweiler, a 5'9" freshman, is on the board, and Fairfield's in the lead.
And that's 4 rebounds for Fairfield, 2 of them on the offensive end.
Here's Bergman working against Litweiler, who cut her off. With Feenstra out of the game, who provides the offense here for Northwood? It's a kick on Fairfield.
Crop Tech, your crop consulting firm covering the entire Fairfield area, can increase your nutrient efficiency and maximize your ROI with the Maximum Farming System. They're also a leader and a dealer for LC and Rupp brand seeds. Join Crop Tech on March 16th for their open house, and they get all your questions answered. Won't be long, it'll be planting season here in northern Indiana.
Feenstra back in the game, but she couldn't hit the driving shot. Tips the ball away, though, and gets it back for Northwood. The Falcon faithful wanted some sort of foul call.
Second offensive board for Northwood tonight.
Trenshaw backing up as she gets hawked by the defensive Bontrager. Feenstra takes it into the lane and draws the contact. She'll go to the line for 2. Sponsored by Wakarusa Ag. Go ahead.
Larry and Linda Thompson are part of the Wanee community and are proud to support the Northwood Panthers. With locations in both Napanee and Wakarusa, you can depend on Thompson, Loniger, and Yoder Funeral Homes to be there for you and your family in your time of need. Larry and Linda congratulate the Panthers. Wish them continued success this season.
Feenstra had 14 in the game against West Noble Tuesday night. She already has 5 this evening. And she's a pretty good passer, too. Second on this team in assists with 54. Perfect in 4 attempts at the line. Tonight, we're knotted at 9.
Free throws always so important. Feenstra got most of her points in the second half in that first round game, but maybe they've adjusted the defense, not concerned about her early, and she's getting it done.
Bontrager down the lane draws a blocking foul against Northwood and will go to the line for 2, sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg. You'll get another look at the drive thanks to the Bethel College Admissions replay.
Kate Ruley on the foul there as a contact. Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that is really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store. They're open Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that is convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep going.
Felicity Bontrager hits the first. She's a 67% free throw shooter on the year. We mentioned an all-state volleyball player. She also runs the 800 meters in track, so a 3-sport athlete here at Fairfield. And she drains both free throws.
I ran the 800 in high school, but it was because I got lost in the 400. Tough explanation to understand, I know.
The 11-9 Fairfield. I just nod because I see them coming right up Main Street.
Yep.
Feenstra threw it away. Fieldstra had already begun her cut and couldn't get back to get the ball.
3 turnovers apiece here in the first half.
But 3, a lot fewer than what Northwood had the first time these two
certainly
teams
was.
met.
OA Construction Services is a place to call for all your construction needs, whether it's light commercial, new construction, or remodeling. Call Gavin Troyer at OA Construction Services in New Paris. OA Construction, proud supporter of the Fairfield athletic team.
Erica Zook's 3, sponsored by High Tech Seeds, and Fairfield with its biggest lead of the night at 14-9. Feenstra tries to answer, but is short. Bontrager the rebound. Falcons starting to get things up to their own tempo. And a blocking foul called on Northwood. It'll be on Bergman. That's her first.
Stutzman Dentistry in Goshen is a full-service dental office offering same-day crowns, children's dentistry, smile makeovers, and sleep apnea treatments. Find out more at stutzmandentistry.com. Stutzman Dentistry, proud sponsor of the Fairfield Falcons.
Felicity Bontrager's free throw, sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg. She drains the front end of the 1-and-1, and the senior now has 5. Felicity with 9 games in double figures this year, including a career-high 22 against Churubusco.
Fairfield missed 3 free throws in the first quarter, but have made 4 here in the second quarter.
Timeout called by Northwood. Adam Yoder senses this one getting away. The timeout sponsored by Persing Tire and Lube. Erica Zook and the Falcons starting to find the range from the outside, and they lead by 7 on 46. This edition of the TV 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Ruoff Home Mortgage, proud of our hometown teams and proud to be a part of the community. When you're ready to buy a home or need to refinance, be sure to stop by one of the offices in Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, or go online to ruoff.com. Brody Garber seems very relaxed, even though he has mentioned the fact that he just gets excited anytime you have an Indiana high school basketball tournament game. He was a heck of a player here at Fairfield. One of 11 now 1,000-point scorers in the history of this school. You'll meet another at halftime. That's known as a tease.
Chuck, did you know Valentine's Day is coming up in just 12 days? Well, Newcomer & Son Jewelers in Napanee has a large selection of bridal engagement rings, diamond bracelets, necklaces, and earrings, plus the hottest gift trends. Stackable rings, adjustable bracelets, name jewelry, and watches with free engraving. Lots of gifts under $100. Newcomer & Son Jewelers, downtown Napanee.
Fairfield sticking with the 2-3 zone. Feenstra trying to go around 2 people inside and nearly threw it away and did. Zook has numbers, 2-on-1. Finds Bontrager, who lost the handle going up.
Wow. And the fans from Fairfield thinking there should have been a foul in there, but
they're seeing with their hearts and not their eyes. You'll get a look here from the Bethel College Admissions replay. Alea Minnick now in the game for Northwood, wears number 22, but that's Fielstra for 3, and Carly Fielstra hits her 12th three-pointer of the year. This one sponsored by Lori Sumter and Phil Hahn and Associates, and boy, did Northwood need that. Litweiler outside travels.
Turnover number 4 against Fairfield. Folks, when the weather is not cooperating or when things get a little tough, you can still hit your own three-pointer this spring. Call High Tech Seeds in Millersburg. Brian Willard is a Pioneer dealer, and he can help you with all your agronomic needs. High Tech Seeds of Millersburg.
Neely Trenshaw, the 5'6" junior, handles things outside for Northwood. Fielstra, who just hit that 3. We've got a Fielstra and a Feenstra on the floor. That's Feenstra inside for 2. Savannah with 8, and it's back to a 2-point ball game.
She always does a good job of using the backboard, Chuck. She's always inside looking to help it out.
The bank is open in Benton tonight. Litweiler tried to go inside to Kinty, and the ball out of bounds off Fairfield. Great hustle by Northwood defensively. Look at Trenshaw getting some floor burns.
During the winter months, make sure your equipment is ready to go when you are. Battery Tech in Millersburg is the area's premier provider of battery sales and service. They have batteries for your automobile, farm equipment, snowmobiles, ATVs, and nearly anything else that you need to start. Battery Tech in Millersburg.
Down to 3 minutes to go in the first half. Northwood trying to chisel into this 2-point lead, but now looking as though they want to spread the floor, try to get Fairfield out of this 2-3 zone. Bergman pairing with Litweiler. Now Feenstra. The movement's akin to what you might see in a fencing match over at Notre Dame.
Bergman is a junior, but real heady player. Acts a lot like a senior.
So Adam Yoder trying to slow down the tempo.
Head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join in for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams tonight a great game.
Bergman tried to serpentine through the defense and instead crashed Inside to Lashley, up strong, couldn't hit. Kinsey with the rebound, it's too strong. Lashley got hammered across the face as she goes up.
Hey, when Lashley doesn't make it, she's fun to watch. She's always going up. It's another offensive rebound for Fairfield. They've got 8 rebounds here in the first half, and 4 of them have been offensive.
And Feenstra picks up her second foul, so how long does Adam Yoder keep her out there? Well, he's staying with her for now as Lashley takes free throws, sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg, and Katie Short on the first.
Folks, if you're interested in improving all areas of your fitness program or sport, join the Strength and Conditioning Center in Mishawaka, Beacon Sports Performance. They offer youth, high school, and adult performance training. Visit beaconhealthandfitness.org today.
Lashley had 3 double-doubles during the regular season, including Saturday against Fremont, but she gets a double that she didn't want right there. A double miss at the foul line.
Haven't had a good girls game here since, well, the game before this one. Big upset.
Wawasee knocking off Valley, and Northwood trying to answer the call, but Lashley says denial ain't just a river in Egypt as she gets her 19th block shot of the year.
The end of the half, you'll hear from Bo Hunt in his Bill's Heating Sideline Report. Bill's Heating has been keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. You can relax knowing your family's comfort is their top priority. And Bill's Heating was voted best of the best by readers of the Goshen News. Call Bill's Heating 574-533-2079.
Inside to Feenstra. And a travel called against Alea Minnick.
We haven't seen much in this second quarter, Chuck, from Maddie Payne. She was an impressive player in the first round game.
She and Kate Rulli have both been seated on the bench as Adam Yoder tries to get some more three-point shooting in there, perhaps sacrificing some rebounding and interior defense.
And getting some more upperclassmen on that floor.
Kinsey kicks it outside to Zook, who hit a big 3 earlier in the quarter. Andrea Lockwood, the 5'1" senior, tried to find Lashley underneath, taken away by Minnick.
Big effort there by Northwood. Turnovers even out 5 apiece.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Didn't take long, did it? Indiana Criminal Justice Institute reminds you to drive sober or get pulled over. Let's be careful out there. It was tough enough with the weather conditions today, but keep yourself straight. Don't drink and drive.
People over here in Elkhart County might say, what are you talking about? Weather's just fine here, back in the Bend. Whole lot of snow and more coming on Saturday and Sunday. Von Traeger handles it up top. Now Lockwood. Fairfield hoping to hold for the last shot.
Teachers Credit Union understands the importance of growing your future, whether you're growing your family, your square footage, or your business. Teachers Credit Union is here for you with financial solutions that will help you succeed. Visit tcunet.com to start growing your future today. Federally insured by the NCUA, they are an equal housing opportunity lender.
Zook down low. Kinsey lost it out of bounds, and Northwood can fire the last salvo with 5.9 left in the half. Bergman coming up the sideline. The junior takes it down, takes it up, and is short. And the first half has come to an end with Fairfield leading Northwood 16-14. The Falcons had a lead as big as 7 in the second quarter before it got trimmed down to just 2 points here at the half. Bo Hunt standing by, hoping to grab one of the coaches for a Bill's Heating sideline report. Adam Yoder checking over some charts and checking some things at the scorer's table. But he'll talk with Bo now.
Coach, you guys were able to really control the tempo in that first half. Switched up on defense as well, but your bigs, 2 fouls apiece. Just thoughts in the first half.
Well, we're lucky we were able to save them. We thought for a second there was 16-9. We had to put them back in, but 5-0 run to end the half, and we're right where we want to be.
Second half adjustments.
We got to rebound the ball. It's 14-5 on the boards. They killed us, and we should not get killed on the boards. So, yeah, we got to rebound better.
Thanks, Adam. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you both. Stick around, everybody. 2 outstanding young people to meet in our TCU Student Athlete of the Week feature, and we'll have halftime highlights of this game, plus the one that preceded it. It's a dandy here at Fairfield, and the Falcons, ranked number 3 in the state of Indiana, scratching and clawing and leading Northwood 16-14 on 46.
And we welcome you back to Fairfield High School, home of the Falcons, where tonight we get a chance to honor our Student Athletes of the Week, brought to you by TCU. TCU reminds you to go online at tcunet.com and find out how you can become a member today. And a couple of outstanding representatives from their respective schools. Luke Stevens is with us from Fairfield High School, and with us from Northwood High School is Kenzie Bergman. And Kenzie, we're going to talk with you first. First of all, congratulations on being singled out for this award. Done a great job in the classroom and on the court.
Thank you. What?
You're also involved in soccer.
Yeah.
So you've been a very busy young lady, and you're only a junior. So you've gotten a chance to be very competitive at a high rate and handle the classroom. How do you get it all done?
I just try and handle it by getting my homework done after sports and managing my time.
A lot of social time that you might be doing other things, but you really have to take care of business. It's about priorities, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you want to study in college?
Physical therapy.
Any idea yet where you want to go?
No, it's between Indiana and Indianapolis.
And you're going to have a senior year to play soccer. If somebody wants to give you a scholarship, you're open to that, right?
Yeah.
Talk about what it takes at home and who's had your back. Who's been on your team?
My friends and family and my coaches and teammates.
Basketball or soccer?
Both.
Okay. You don't leave anybody out, you get in trouble. Congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
All right, Kenzie Bergman from Northwood High School getting our Student Athlete Award, and Luke Stevens is with us from Fairfield High School. And Luke, this is a big week for you. Not only are you being singled out as the student athlete, but you also reached the 1,000-point club this past week, and that's a great honor. Congratulations on all your success.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It was a lot of fun, just a lot of hard work, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates and my coaches for sure.
Every time you find a 1,000-point scorer, you find somebody that's pretty dedicated in the off-season, working on the game, shooting the ball 100 times, 200 times a day. You do what you got to do, but you're also taking care of business in the classroom. Talk about how you get it done.
You know, it takes a lot of late nights, just get my work done, trying to get it done, studying hard in school, and then my parents push me outside of school just to keep my grades up, and it's just kind of expectation I have for myself.
Give us an idea what you're thinking about studying and where you'd like to go.
I have a few offers to play college basketball somewhere, and I'll decide that after the season, and I want to study business management and someday maybe be like a college basketball coach.
There you go. Come on back and give a little bit back. And it's a great community here in Fairfield. Really get behind their teams down here. It's a really special place, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a great fan base. They follow us around, and I love playing for a community every night.
Talk about the people on your team, the people that have had your back during your time growing up.
Obviously all the seniors, you know, Shandon, Evan, Tyshawn, Caleb, all the coaches, you know, all my teammates have entrusted me to do the right thing, and then shout out to all my family, my parents, and all my cousins, everything, my brother.
Sounds like a good team and a lot of success. We congratulate you on the hard work you put in and wish you all the best.
Yes, sir, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Luke Stevens from Fairfield High School, one of our Student Athletes of the Week. And Kenzie Bergman is here from Northwood High School. We appreciate their cooperation. We appreciate all the coaches and administrators going to singling these people out each week so we can honor them. And TCU reminds you to go online at tcunet.com. Find out how you can become a member today. We're back with some halftime stats and highlights in just a moment. You're watching the semifinal game from Fairfield High School in the Class 3A girls sectional.
This edition of the 46th Game of the Week brought to you in part by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned. Welcome, everybody, to the OA Construction Halftime Report. Fairfield on top of Northwood 16-14. The winner of this game plays the winner of our first game tonight, which was a terrific battle between Wawasee and Tippecanoe Valley. Valley came into the game ranked 6th. But this Kosciuszko County rivalry heated up as Casey Schroeder went inside for Wawasee. Addie Miller tried to bring the Vikings back. They actually led until 5 seconds were left in the game. That's when Aubrey Kuhn goes down the lane. Make my scoop vanilla. She gets the winner for Wawasee, and they take it 40-39, knocking off the 6th ranked Tippy Valley Vikings.
And a tough loss for Tippy Valley. They had lost Emily Peterson, one of their juniors on the team with a knee injury. No excuses, and they wouldn't give any, but we're hoping for her to have a great comeback next year, and this is a great program at Tippy Valley. Great season.
Now, what about this game tonight between Fairfield and Northwood? Let's show you how it got to be this way. Savannah Feenstra came out firing for the Panthers, but Jordan Kinty had the answer inside for Fairfield. These two teams struggle to get the offenses going, and then Felicity Bontrager down the lane before Kenzie Bergman hits the three there. She's the sniper for Northwood. That tied the game at 7. Katie Lashley came off the bench. Pretty good end to the first quarter. Erica Zook hits a 3. Fairfield would build a 16-9 lead before here come the Panthers at the end of the half as Fielstra would hit the three-pointer there, and then Feenstra on the inside. She had 8 in the stanza, and a look at the first half numbers show a very even ball game.
Now, the field goal percentage is not that much of a disparagement, but 2 out of 7 from three-point range for Northwood. They're shooting more threes. Just 1 out of 3 for Fairfield, but getting a higher percentage shots inside. Look at those rebounds, and this is a taller team from Northwood, and the rebounding leads, Fairfield leads at 14-5 here at halftime. Turnovers about even, and Chuck, there's going to be some adjustments made here in the second half. Northwood got to get the ball inside to their big players, got to keep them out of foul trouble, and Fairfield going to try to keep the pressure up on the younger team.
This has been the OA Construction halftime report. Second half play-by-play comes your way from Benton after this on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is brought to you by the Electrical Workers of Local 153. They're making our community brighter. Well, a bright first half for Fairfield, but they're only shining by 2 over Northwood. Bill's Heating Sideline Report. Bo Hunt, what does Brody do here in the second half?
Well, I talked to Brody about the pace as well, and he said, we just sat back too much. He goes, we really got to be more aggressive, especially on a defensive rebound. We really got to push it. And I asked him about the foul trouble that Northwood has. He goes, yes, we got to go after those girls, go right at them, but we got to make free throws. He said we did a horrible job at the free throw line.
Can't argue with that. I'm sure Brody Garber, once again, not exactly thrilled with the way his team has played, but they are up 2 as we begin a third quarter that is sponsored by Stutzman Dentistry.
5 out of 8, not awful for his team, but not up to his standard.
Kenzie Bergman wanted to give Northwood the lead, couldn't do it, and Fairfield comes away with a rebound. Drea Lockwood, smallest player on the floor, picked it up.
Ball was on the floor, and she was closest to it.
That's one way of looking at it. Erica Zook on the outside. Janine Schwartz, who had foul trouble in that first half, can't hit the 3. A great tip by Bergman to start the break. Zook in pursuit, disrupted the shot. Trenshaw fades and can't hit. And Kinsey with the rebound and a foul called on Northwood.
Well, it's a tough situation for the Panthers. They were inside. Looked like there might be some contact, but foul is on Ruley.
Ruley, her 3rd. And the Northwood faithful really trying to figure out how there was no foul called there.
Great steal by Bergman. Looked like she was going to get a chance to finish, and they followed. Still couldn't get it done.
Northwood gets another steal. Again, they have numbers. Bergman feeds Trenshaw, but it went right through the legs. Good hustle by Fairfield to get back. Trenshaw trying to solve this 2-3 zone. Inside, too hard for the hands of Payne.
Papa's Burgers and More in New Paris is open Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, tenderloins, that was my favorite, fish and chicken sandwiches, plus fries, onion rings, mushrooms, and mozzarella sticks to accompany them. Plus, they have 16 flavors of ice cream at Papa's Burgers and More. Big thank you to Bob and June and their great team at Papa's Burgers and More. They fed our production crew tonight. Always great to come down here and enjoy a great meal before the game.
1-3-1 look here from Northwood. Zook shoots over the top of it, and the carom hits the support strap above the basket. So Northwood gets the ball back. Minute 35 in the third. We've had no scoring.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is an Indiana company that impacts industries worldwide. Over half a century of quality and excellence has made us the industry knowledge source. We support the efforts of the young people in this game. We're working toward the same goal, after all, and that is a great finish.
Feenstra draws contact, and that's the person that Northwood wants going to the line, shooting free throws, sponsored by Topping Dental.
Chuck, you almost get the feeling, you know, Feenstra, the senior, carried this team in the early going when they were struggling a little bit, but everybody's relying on the senior to get it done. They got to make sure they get everybody back in gear. She can't carry the team by herself.
Well, she's doing a pretty good job at the line. 5 out of 5 tonight. 9 points for Savannah, who is coming off a career-high 21 last week against Oregon Davis. And she gets into double figures for the 14th time this season, tying the game at 16, a 7-0 Northwood run over 2 quarters.
Get to start all over again, don't we?
Already had one ranked team beaten here tonight. That was Tippecanoe Valley. Can Fairfield avoid the upset bug? Northridge went down in the Concord sectional tonight. Lockwood for 3, couldn't get it to go, but a good rebound by Schwartz.
Kinty working really hard down low trying to get open.
Instead, it's Lockwood outside. Zook swatted away. What a play. Payne came up with what could be the ICJI stop of the game.
If Northwood can work the ball into a post situation, maybe there you go.
They did. Feenstra gives Northwood the lead. She has 12. Brody Garber wants timeout. It's sponsored by CropTech Inc. The Northwood fans going nuts behind us. Their team up by 2 on 46. Edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you in part by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951.
Millersburg Animal Clinic is a full-service veterinary provider offering a full range of services. Dr. Paul Webb and his staff take care of pets in the entire Fairfield area and surrounding communities. And they'd love the opportunity to be your pet's doctor. Call Millersburg Animal Clinic for your pet's next appointment, 642-4777.
Feenstra, 2/3 of the Northwood offense tonight, and has her team out in front, and Zook lost the handle. Trenshaw.
What a great job.
Oh, couldn't hang on to it, though. Zook got it back and fed Schwartz, who was rejected by Bergman.
What a job Bergman has done defensively here tonight.
Feenstra inside and through the hands of Payne.
Feenstra was down there about 6-8 feet. I think Payne was going for a rebounding position. The Miller Senior Living Communities of both Wakarusa and Napanee take great pride in being part of the Wanee community. With assisted living, nursing care, home care, and rehab services, they're committed to excellence for America's greatest generation, our seniors. Plan a visit to experience firsthand the many amenities at Miller Senior Living Community.
Bergman appeared to get away with a double dribble. Payne misses inside, and Bontrager collects the rebound for Fairfield. Falcons still only down by 2 midway through the 3rd. But they haven't been able to get very many shots. Bontrager banks it in.
Did she call that?
She did not, but that is her 13th 3 of the year, and Fairfield's back in front. I love the reaction from her. Kind of a slump of the shoulders, like, well, I shouldn't get credit for that, but I'll take it. Feenstra down the lane with the left hand, couldn't hit, and then an over-the-back foul on Ruley. That's her 4th.
Kate Ruley, a sophomore. Boy, it's tough when you're out of position not to try to reach up and get a rebound, but that was a costly foul there, and we'll get to see Alea Minnick back in the lineup.
So Minnick, the freshman, comes in, and Fairfield tries to build on a 1-point cushion.
BrightNet in downtown New Paris sells and troubleshoots home and business networks and computers. When you have questions, the professionals at BrightNet are there to answer your questions in a language we can all understand. BrightNet in downtown New Paris.
Zook with the bucket and the bump. Erica Zook finds a seam down the lane, splits the defenders, and gets hacked in the act, and she'll take a free throw sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg. It's no good. Zook with 5, the Fairfield lead at 3. Trenshaw tries to settle down the Northwood offense. Neely Trenshaw handling things outside. She's been able to avoid foul trouble tonight, something she could not do Tuesday against West Noble.
Getting a lot of attention, too, on the perimeter. Every time she gets the ball, somebody's coming out on her.
And a bit of a sloppy pass, but Feenstra was able to collect it. Payne finally got set up inside and drew the contact. And so Payne, a 60% foul shooter, will go to the line taking free throws sponsored by Topping Dental.
Ray Lockwood on the foul. Folks, New Paris Auto Service is a family-owned business delivering honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services to the people of New Paris and the surrounding areas. They employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on foreign and domestic vehicles. Stop by and visit their clean and professional shop in New Paris. That's New Paris Auto Service.
First point of the night from Addie Payne, the 6-foot sophomore, averages 9.5 per game. Career high 20 against Marion. And she hits both here. Northwood back within one. Game may lack for scoring, but it has not lacked for intensity.
What a night of basketball it's been. These two games have been absolutely fantastic.
Bontrager on the left-hand dribble. Schwartz directing traffic. Schwartz pumping the three. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds. And Janine Schwartz, first points of the night on her 37th three-pointer of the year, puts Fairfield up by 4.
Fairfield now with 3 three-pointers. That's one more than they had in the first half.
Falcon fans calling for defense. Payne over the top pass. Crenshaw into the lane. The bank is open in Benton on a Friday night.
Good to see her on the board. And Chuck, we talked about how one player can't carry a team. 3 players have scored the third quarter for Fairfield, and now 3 for Northwood.
Oh, Kinsey wants that ball down low, and they couldn't get it to her, so Zook will take it inside. No foul called, and here comes Northwood the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead. Crenshaw got hit hard by Zook, her first.
Zook with a good hustle foul, if there is such a thing. She only has one. Double R Grocery in Millersburg carries a full line of groceries. They have fresh meat and cheeses, bulk food, dairy, and snacks for school lunches. And when you shop on Saturday morning, listen to this now, they serve coffee and rolls starting at 6 a.m. Double R Grocery on State Road 13, just north of town.
Schwartz missed the layup, and Zook gets mauled. So Erica Zook will go to the foul line taking free throws sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
We've seen good fundamentals from both teams, and that when you get a breakaway, it looks like somebody's going to get a layup. Teammates are following, and that time Zook was able to secure the ball and draw the foul.
Zook, an all-conference selection in the Northeast Corner Conference last year, honor roll student. Leads the team in assists, but she's 0 for 2 from the line so far tonight. That one goes. She has 6. Falcon lead is 3. Crenshaw trying to avoid the double team. Payne inside. Big girl scores.
Votes coming in from another district, Chuck.
Zook, as Fairfield tries to control things here, but Northwood has been able to set the tempo for much of this game, and that's why the score is in the 20s. Adam Yoder said on Tuesday night after the game, if this game gets into the mid-40s, he's in trouble.
I think Northwood has what they wanted, and that's stay in the ball game until the fourth quarter and put something together, maybe get the upset.
Adam Yoder directing his defense. Fairfield, Lockwood, oh, she thought about it. Schwartz didn't more than think about it, but couldn't hit. And a held ball on the rebound goes to Fairfield.
Lori Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates, part of the hometown team, supporting your hometown Panthers. Lori has been helping the Wauhee community for over 30 years, working in Panther Nation. Let Lori Sumter find your new home.
Savannah Feenstra put in to try to give Northwood some size. She was told by Adam Yoder, don't foul. Schwartz pushed off against Trenshaw, took the three, couldn't hit. Lockwood tied up as the quarter comes to an end. Oh, plenty of intensity here in the third quarter. Fairfield leading 25-24 in the 46th game of the week, brought to you in part by Imagineering Finishing Technologies. IFT, where quality is a way of life. Intensity, drama, emotion, they're all part of the Indiana High School State Tournament. So too is our Bills Heating Sideline Report. Bo Hunt, your thoughts through three quarters.
Oh, what a great game. We knew coming here tonight, these were the only two teams that would not give in. Neither team really is. A lot of defense out there. And when talking to Brody at halftime, he was really talking about those free throws and how this game could come down to it. And I have a feeling he's right. This game's going to come down to who can hit the free throws in the clutch, guys.
Fourth quarter brought to us by Stutzman Dentistry.
Northwood wins the third quarter 10-9. Eastlake 24 of Napanee is a full-service fitness club with 24/7 access. They never close. Just $29 to enroll, $29 per month with unlimited access to all 8 Eastlake locations. Check it out for yourself between Ace Hardware and Martin Supermarket. Eastlake 24 in Napanee.
Feenstra with the travel, starting to get more support from the rest of her teammates as far as the offense is concerned. Fairfield with this 1-point lead. Bontrager takes it into the lane and gets stuffed by Payne. Wow.
Cody Garber didn't like that call either.
Northwood's defense, especially here in the second half, has been outstanding tonight. Trenshaw for the lead. That's off the iron. Feenstra worked hard for that offensive rebound and drew the foul on Zook. But I'll tell you what, folks, the defense by Northwood tonight has been impeccable. They've had steals like this one from Bergman. They've had rejections like the one you're about to see inside by Maddie Payne. And look at the hustle there. They've been everywhere on the floor, it seems. Bergman with a steal there, and that's what's given them a chance to take the lead on this possession.
We're going to have to discuss the woe stop of the game.
Feenstra misses, but the rebound, another offensive rebound for Bergman.
That's what Coach Yoder was talking about at halftime. We got to get back on the boards. Second opportunity here.
Three on the way, it's good! Feenstra hits her second of the night and gives Northwood a 2-point lead. Bontrager lost the ball.
Boy, I'll tell you, the intensity is terrific, and both coaches trying to guide their teams, but it's got to be done by the players on the floor. Assurance Property Management Realty is a full-service real estate office representing buyers, sellers, and investment property owners. Their goal is to give clients the ultimate experience by providing pleasant, professional, and honest service. Call Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management Realty, 574-320-3300.
Payne lost it to Zook, who gets it ahead to Schwartz. Trenshaw was able to stop her on defense. Trenshaw on the baseline, too strong. The adrenaline's flowing too much there. Zook with numbers, 4-on-1, and somehow Bergman thwarted that.
What another great play by Bergman.
So Lockwood for three. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds. Timeout Fairfield. It's sponsored by Crop Tech. 5:28 to go, and the Falcons, thanks to the Drea Lockwood three, up by 1 on 46. This edition of the 46th game of the week brought to you in part by J.B. Macri Orthodontics. Trust your smile to an expert. And by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV 46 for 27 years.
RPM Supply is a residential commercial building supply company located in New Paris, Indiana. They carry Anderson and Sunrise windows, CertainTeed and Heartland vinyl siding, exterior doors, decking, and much more. RPM Supply, located in New Paris and serving all of northern Indiana.
So you see Brody Garber on the sidelines. He had the veins bulging during that timeout, trying to communicate to his team how important it is to play defense here with 5:28 to go in the season on the line. It's a 1-point Falcon lead. The winner gets Wawasee in the championship game tomorrow night. The Warriors knocked off number 6 Tippecanoe Valley earlier tonight. Fieldstra for 3. It's sponsored by Lori Sumter with Phil Hahn and Associates. 9 tonight for Carly Fieldstra, playing on a bum ankle.
Crenshaw did it the other night. Fieldstra doing it tonight.
Litweiler's pass is knocked around. It pinballs to Lockwood for 3. And the rebound, a foul called on Fairfield.
Kinty looked a little frustrated there. Folks, how clear is your vision? Napanee Family Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Napanee community since 1999. And they want to help you achieve and maintain clear vision for years to come. Give yourself the gift of clear vision at Napanee Family Eye Care. Learn more on the website at nfe2020.com.
Northwood lost 47-34 to Fairfield in the regular season. They've been able to keep the tempo down tonight, and they have a 2-point lead right now. Falcons only with 5 team fouls, so not ready to send Northwood into a bonus situation yet. Feenstra inside. Payne lost the handle, but got it back.
Good hustle.
Good screen sets up Fieldstra, but she couldn't hit it. And the rebound knocked out of bounds to Fairfield.
Crop Tech, your crop consulting firm covering the entire Fairfield area, can increase your nutrient efficiency and maximize your ROI with the Maximum Farming System. They're also a dealer for LC and Rupp brand seeds. Join Crop Tech on March 16th for their open house. Get all your questions answered before planting season begins.
Falcons trail by 2 with 4:05 to go. Zook trying to get the step on Fieldstra that time. Lockwood has not been shy about hoisting, nor has Zook, who ties the game with her 8th point of the night. It has the drama of a 30 for 30.
Boy, it sure does.
And a timeout called by Northwood. It's sponsored by Persing Tire and Lube.
Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that's really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that's convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep going.
Next week, back to the boys. 4 teams are tied for the lead in the Northern Lakes Conference, and one of them is Elkhart Memorial. They'll go to the Panther Pit to take on Aaron Wolf's Northwood Panthers, and you'll see it Friday night at 11 and Saturday morning at 9 on your home for high school sports, TV 46.
Larry and Linda Thompson are part of the Wanee community and are proud to support the Northwood Panthers. With locations in both Napanee and Wakarusa, you can depend on Thompson, Loniger, and Yoder Funeral Homes to be there for you and your family in your time of need. Larry and Linda congratulate the Panthers and wish them continued success.
As you look at that Fairfield huddle, win would mean a lot to the Falcons tonight. Not only a chance for a sectional championship, but it would be their 21st in the season, and it would tie the Fairfield record for wins in the season, which was set by Coach Steve Proctor's club back in the 08-09 season.
OA Construction Services is the place to call for all your construction needs, whether it's light commercial, new construction, or remodeling. Call Gavin Troyer at OA Construction Services in New Paris. OA Construction, a proud supporter of the Fairfield Falcons.
Fieldstra gets the inbounds pass from Feenstra. You take a look at the team fouls. Feenstra lost the ball, and here's Schwartz. But from behind, Feenstra got the tip and disrupted the entire flow for Falcons, and then Payne couldn't hang on.
Every once in a while, the sophomores, the younger players at Northwood, make a mistake like that, but you love the hustle. Came up with a great loose ball right there, and I got to play some defense.
Lockwood for 3. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds. Drea Lockwood with her second 3 of the night, her 16th of the season. She hit 3 against Jimtown this year.
And lit up the crowd with that one. Stutzman Dentistry in Goshen, a full-service dental office offering same-day crowns, children's dentistry, smile makeovers, and sleep apnea treatments. Find out more at StutzmanDentistry.com. Stutzman Dentistry, a proud sponsor of Fairfield Athletics.
Bergman knocks the ball out of bounds as you get another look at the Lockwood 3, courtesy of the Bethel College admissions replay.
Big bucket right there. More three-pointers in the second half for Fairfield after Northwood shot more of them in the first half.
2:40 to go. Lockwood feeling it, but not quite that much.
He wanted to take that one.
Zook into the lane. She's got 10 to lead the Falcons. Their biggest lead of the night. And the Falcons' nest comes to its feet. Bergman way too strong.
Oh, great job by Zook to handle the pressure.
Northwood going to have to start fouling there.
Folks, Valentine's Day is in 12 days. Newcomer & Sons Jewelers in Napanee has a large selection of bridal engagement rings, diamond bracelets, necklaces, and earrings, plus the hottest gift trends. Stackable rings, adjustable bracelets, name jewelry, and watches with free engraving. Lots of gifts under $100. Newcomer & Sons Jewelers in downtown Napanee.
A steal for the Panthers, who now suddenly have to start executing at a quicker tempo. Feenstra down the baseline, too strong, and a held ball will go to Fairfield.
Folks, when the weather is not cooperating or when you get a little tough, things get a little tough, you can still hit your own three-pointer this spring. Call High Tech Seeds in Millersburg. Brian Willard is a Pioneer dealer, and he can help you with all your agronomic needs. High Tech Seeds of Millersburg.
Timeout taken by Fairfield. It's sponsored by Crop Tech.
Both coaches working really hard, trying to give their kids the best chance. Folks, during the winter months, make sure your equipment's ready to go when you are. Battery Tech in Millersburg is the area's premier provider of battery sales and service. They have batteries for your automobile, farm equipment, snowmobiles, ATVs, and nearly anything else you need to start. That's Battery Tech in Millersburg.
A reminder, Harvest 103.1 WHME is your home for college basketball. A Big Ten doubleheader on Saturday. We'll start off with Red Hot Purdue going to Rutgers to take on the Scarlet Knights at 4. And then Indiana takes on Tom Izzo and number 5 Michigan State at 8:15. College hoops from the Big Ten on Harvest Saturday.
Big possession here.
1:26 to go. Fairfield up 5. And Zook is fouled on the inbound by Alea Minnick.
Got to spend some fouls a little bit. Northwood needed to. They only had 4 up to that point. Folks, head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join them for a game this season and on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams tonight a great game.
The pressure gets to Zook. She travels, and Adam Yoder using hockey substitutions. He puts in Minnick and the Parisi twins to play defense and collect fouls, and then he puts in his offensive people when he gets the ball back.
Payne is back in there.
Feenstra on the line, missed the shot, and on the rebound, the foul called on Northwood.
I think it's on Feenstra.
Nope, they're going to call it on Fielstra instead. That's only her first. And the 6th on Northwood, and here come the Parisi twins and Minnick to do one job, play defense and foul. So I guess it's 2 jobs.
Get a steal first if you can, but then if they get the ball, you got to foul.
Zook, they didn't foul. They let Fairfield get into the front court, and then Bergman called for the foul, her second.
Big thanks to all the great support we got from the local folks here in Benton and Millersburg and Goshen and Napanee. Great supporters of their respective teams. We appreciate it.
See Adam Yoder on the left from Northwood. Brody Garber on the right from Fairfield. Janine Schwartz, only a 48% free throw shooter at the line free throw sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
Schwartz, one of the seniors.
48%, and she had a whole lot of iron on that one, but she put it in.
Still a 2-possession game. Big free throw here.
4 points tonight for Schwartz. Honor roll student, member of the homecoming court. Couldn't hit that one. Who will Northwood turn to here? Well, they look for a 3 on this possession. Fielstra's had the hot hand, but she got double teamed. Payne fouled from behind by Kinty, but that's only the 6th on Fairfield.
Sure don't want to rack up any fouls if you don't have to. 6-point game, 59.8 to go.
So Northwood trying to pop somebody loose here. They'll go to Bergman near half court. She's their best three-point shooter on the year, but didn't hoist it. Fielstra did. Rebound, still loose. Held ball this time, it's Northwood's with 47.6.
First down Panthers. Boy, there've been a lot of kids on the floor tonight, hustling, doing everything they can. Boy, this is Hoosier hysteria. Great to have it in February, isn't it, partner?
The winner gets Wawasee tomorrow night. Either way, it's going to be a rivalry as Feenstra can't get that one to go. Out of bounds to Fairfield. If it's Fairfield and Wawasee, well, they're separated by a few scant miles of County Road 33.
Yep, won't be long. Here comes the crew again.
So Lexi Parisi, Kaylee Parisi, and Alea Minnick all checking in. They're hoping to force Schwartz to go to the line. Zook gives it to Schwartz, and now here come the troops.
And they fouled Schwartz again. She just made 1 out of 2. She'll have another opportunity, and the big girl's coming back in now for Northwood.
Well, she's the one that the stat book says you should go after. 48% free throw shooter on the year, but Janine Schwartz had a career-high 17 against West Noble last Friday night with 5 threes in that game. Best defender on the team this year, leads in steals. Just can't hit free throws sometimes.
Northwood got to get a 3.
Trenshaw trying to get loose. Takes a running 2 and banks it in. And a timeout taken by Adam Yoder. It's sponsored by Persing Tire and Lube.
Well, you had to have something. If Trenshaw got you a deuce, it's a 4-point game. 26 seconds, check, 28 seconds, a lot of time. Fairfield Falcons answered the challenge tonight. Northwood came in looking for an upset. Number 3 team in the state. What a ball game.
Well, you're used to seeing some pretty good female basketball, and you'll see some more on Sunday when the 5th-ranked Fighting Irish of Notre Dame go down to Cameron Indoor Stadium and take on the Duke Blue Devils. My partner here has the call. He'll charter on down to Duke because that's the kind of guy he is, and be on the air with a pregame at 12:45, tip-off at 1.
Duke is number 19 in the country. Notre Dame has played 14 ranked teams on the season and have a record of 12-2 against ranked teams. They've got the number 1 RPI, number 1 strength of schedule, and they are number 1 seed according to NCAA's first draw. What a year for Muffin McGraw, maybe her best coaching job of her career.
Considering that she's only got 7 scholarship players left at 4, going down with bad ACLs. Zook, and she gets fouled. I think it might have been Trenshaw, the guilty party. It was. So Erica Zook, who has had her struggles at the foul line tonight as well, just 1 out of 3 at the stripe, will go and take free throws sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
One of our keys to win tonight for Fairfield, make those free throws. Tough first half. They've struggled here in the second half.
Zook hits the first. She has had now 16 games in double figures this year, including a team-high 11 points tonight.
5 points here in the 4th quarter alone.
Erica Zook making a bid to talk to Bo Hunt after this one. She's got 12. 38-32, Fairfield on top. Falcons appear to be headed to the sectional finals. Trenshaw couldn't hit, and the 3rd-ranked team in the state is going to survive a heck of a bid by Northwood.
Their fans on their feet, cheering on the Fairfield Falcons. Chuck, you can't help but be excited about this Northwood team. Yeah, they're gonna lose Savannah Feenstra, who's had a great career at Northwood, but boy, do they have some talent, size coming back.
So it's Schwartz at the line, and she rattles home the first. Janine with 5 tonight. Biggest lead of the night for the Falcons with 10.2 seconds to go, and make it 8. So the Fairfield Falcons using their balance once again to survive and advance in the Indiana High School tournament. And Fairfield walks out of here with a 40-32 win, and will meet Wawasee for the sectional championship on Saturday night here in Benton. Now don't go anywhere. We've got our Yoder Construction post-game show, including our IU South Bend Fulfilling the Promise Player of the Game, coming up next on 46.
Watching the WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by
Crowd milling about, thinking of what they've just seen and what they might see tomorrow night after Fairfield knocks off Northwood 40-32 to advance to the sectional finals. So the bracket in 3A sectional 21 looks like this. Wawasee knocking off Tippy Valley by 1 tonight, 40-39, and they will meet Fairfield in the sectional championship game. It's been a long time since November when they played. Fairfield won that game by 37. I dare say it could be a different look here in the Falcons' nest tomorrow night.
And you look at the teams that aren't in the final and you think about what a good sectional this was, maybe one of the top in the state. But you're going to have a great final tomorrow night. There'll be a good crowd on hand for that one, so looking forward to it. Chuck, a really great game in that Northwood got what they wanted. They wanted to compete, number one, and they wanted to be in the game, and they were heading into the fourth quarter, but then the senior leadership and the experience of Fairfield really came to the fore.
Well, really in that fourth quarter is when our IU South Bend Fulfilling the Promise Player of the Game took over this game. She wound up being the leading scorer for Fairfield tonight. Erica Zook standing by now with Bo Hunt.
Standing by with our player of the game, 12 points tonight, Erica. Just a fantastic victory or a tough battle out there.
Yeah, I think at the beginning it was a little rough, but in the end we kind of figured it out and we worked together, and yeah, we did good at the end.
Talk about that defense that they were playing. They were switching it up a lot. You guys kind of got off to a really slow start. Just talk about how physical and how difficult it was to make those changes.
Yeah, it was really rough at first. I think we couldn't really figure it out, but after halftime we kind of talked it out, figured out what we need to do in order to get the win, and yeah, we pulled together.
They took the lead in the second half, and then right after that, you guys came back, hit a big three, I believe, and then you kind of took over a little bit. Just talk about that transition in that time of the game.
Yeah, we just really stuck together, I think. We didn't want to lose this one. We are really determined this year, and we've had a really good season so far, so I think we want to finish it out.
You guys went 4 for 4 in the last free throws, but before that, free throws were a big issue, and I know Brody talked about that at halftime. Just talk about the free throw struggles for you guys and how you guys ended up overcoming that at the end.
Yeah, I think we know how to make them when it really counts, but I think, yeah, we need to work more on making them free throws, and yeah.
Wawasee with the big upset in the first game. Just thoughts on Wawasee in the championship tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully we'll be ready for them.
Congratulations on being our player of the game.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
That screaming Falcon on the wall wasn't the only thing screaming in this gym tonight when the game was tied at 30-30, and it set the stage for our IBEW Electrical Workers 153 electrifying play of the game, courtesy of Drea Lockwood.
Northwood had taken the lead, and Drea said, no, not tonight. Knocked down the big three, gave Fairfield the lead, and they kept it from that point on.
So Drea Lockwood gives us our electrifying play of the game from the Electrical Workers of Local 153. And while Fairfield gets the win, the woe stop of the game from the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute goes to Northwood and Maddie Payne. This was a sensational play in the third quarter.
And they had a couple of them in a row here. This one they kind of made their comeback and actually took the lead late. But Maddie Payne with the block, the great save inbounds. And again, when you look at the timing, that's a talented young lady. And disappointed tonight, but she'll have a lot more great games at Northwood in her career.
Well, that's the good news for Northwood. They lose one talented senior, as we thank the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute for our woe stop of the game. But they lose one talented senior, but Brody Garber, well, it's the 6 seniors for him that delivered tonight. Now, Northwood will have a lot of people coming back. Brody pretty much knows this is the group to make a run with. How deep in the tournament do you think they can get?
Well, as long as you play as a team, you have senior leadership, and you're mature in the key situations. And as our player of the game, Ms. Zook, said, you got to make your free throws down the stretch, and they did tonight. But that's what it comes down to in the Indiana high school basketball tournament. And I'll tell you what, Coach Garber, I don't know if he told the team after the game, but he found out that they all get a 5th year. No, I don't
he
think
wishes.
So.
Well, he's just glad that they get a chance to play Wawasee on Saturday night here in the Falcons' Nest. And the winner gets a sectional trophy. Our thanks to our TV46 crew, who deserves a trophy every night. Tony Beltran coming back to the flock to work tonight as our technical director for our director-producer, Joe Fratina, and Tom Ward doing a great job on audio. When you hear that swish of the net, the click as it goes through on the free throw, that's Tom Ward on audio. A reminder that next Friday night we go back to boys action in the wild and wacky Northern Lakes Conference. 4 teams tied for first, one of them Elkhart Memorial. They'll face Northwood. You'll see it Friday night 11 and Saturday morning at 9. And on social media, you got to check out Twitter and Facebook and the Emmy Award-winning 46 Film Room, which comes every Wednesday on Facebook. Now for my broadcast partners, the Hall of Famers, Bob Nagel and Bo Hunt. The final score, Fairfield actually wins at 40-32. So long from the Falcons' Nest.